Hey, and welcome into the Big Ten Huddle basketball channel. I'm your host, JR, and we've switched things up a little bit here at this channel. No more Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday episodes at 9 a.m. Instead, you can just expect daily videos covering the team in the Big Ten. I usually make these videos at night, so every video will be released then, and then you can catch a podcast version of all the daily videos spliced together every morning. I'll try to post those around 9 a.m. Might seem a little old at the podcast time, but that's my best option I have here. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the news and giving massive praise about Purdue men's basketball in their 2025-2026 schedule. The Boilermakers are heading to the Bahamas for the Bahamar Hoops Championship. And let me tell you, this is just another example of why Purdue is one of the toughest, most battle tested programs in college basketball under Matt Painter. So the big news of the day is that I guess yesterday, if you're listening to this on Saturday, but the big news of Friday was that Purdue is set to play in the Baja Mar Hoops Championship on November 20th and 21st in 2025 at the Grand Hyatt Baja Mar. This is a multi-team event, and while the full field hasn't been announced yet, last year's tournament did feature heavy hitters like Tennessee, Baylor, St. John's, and even Virginia, who probably would have been a better team if they had Tony Bennett, but still. Purdue is going to be facing some serious competition in a tropical paradise. Now, I can't say I blame them. I mean, would you rather be in snowy West Lafayette or flip flops and sunglasses for a couple of days in paradise? Yeah, I think I'd be there too, right? But more importantly, this tournament is another piece of Purdue's relentless, no fear scheduling puzzle. Now, let's talk about why Purdue's approach to scheduling is just straight up admirable and something that other teams need to start doing. Under Matt Painter, this program doesn't just play tough games, they embrace playing tough games. They're not out here trying to dodge challenges or stack their non-conference slate with cupcakes to make sure they're 10-0, 12-0, whatever they are in the out of conference. Nah, Purdue's here scheduling marquee matchups like Alabama, Auburn, Iowa State and Marquette. I guess Auburn was last year, but still, like those are the type of teams we're talking about here. All high seeded NCAA tournament teams from last year, or potentially high seeded teams in the coming years. And that's not all. They're also playing in this supposedly it should be stacked Baja Mar tournament, and Kent State. I'm not really going to praise them for that. I mean, I don't get why they're on the schedule this early, but it is what it is. So anyway, this is a team that's built to be ready for the grind of March, and it starts with the gauntlet they put themselves through in November and December. What I love about Purdue's schedule is how they've just about they're not just about the big names, right? Sure, games against Alabama, Iowa State, Marquette, all coming up next year. Those games are going to grab headlines, and rightfully so. They should be talked about. It's awesome we get that kind of stuff. Those are elite programs that test your mental fortitude and what you can do. But Painter's genius is how he mixes in those high quality mid major opponents too. In the last few years, they've faced quality mid majors like top 100 Kimpom teams like Yale, Samford, Hofstra, who might just sound like they might not sound like sexy games to the casual fan, but Purdue struggled with double digit mid majors in March Madness there for a couple of years, and Matt Painter has clearly addressed that in his scheduling. Yale was number 74 last year. Samford was number 81 a year ago, and Hofstra, I believe 2 years ago, was number 89. These are teams that can give you fits with their unique style and disciplined play, normally really good coaching as well. Painter's not just scheduling games, he's curating challenges to make his team better. And here's where Purdue's really earns my respect. They're not afraid to play these tough games on the road or in a true home environment either. Look at 2025 and 2026 slate. They're kicking things off going to Alabama on November 13th. That's right, they're walking into Tuscaloosa to face a top tier SEC squad in their house, just like Alabama did to them last year, right? Then you've got Iowa State and Marquette coming to Mackey Arena, one of the most electric home courts in the country. And it stays that way because they are giving their fans quality opponents to come see. They're not facing Alabama A&M, West Central Georgia or Coppin State. Like Purdue is giving their fans must-watch games at home while also hitting the road to test itself in hostile environments. Of course, they do play some of those games. Everybody does, but for the most part, they face very tough opponents in their non-conference slate. This balance is what makes college basketball special, and Purdue gets it. Let me just rant for a second, though, because this is something that annoys me to no end. Too many teams in college basketball, they play scared when it comes to scheduling. Flat out. They're soft, they play scared. They load up in the neutral site games at shiny arenas and pack their non conference slate with guaranteed wins to pad their resume. And this isn't a pad your resume type of win, guaranteed win, but look at Dusty May. Last week, he just said that they're going to make it a point to schedule more neutral site games. Are you kidding me? Like, are you serious? You're going to schedule more neutral? Yeah, because that's what we need in college basketball. We need more games in Madison Square Garden. Give me a break. I'm not talking about the tournaments like Bahamas or the Maui Invitational, which are awesome. And Purdue's won 4 straight of these, by the way, including the Rady Children's Invitational last year against NC State and Ole Miss. So they're doing just fine in those tournaments. But neutral site games don't give you the same juice as true road games or home games for your fans going wild in your arena. There's something special about college basketball in those home environments. Think of Mackey Arena rocking, or Indiana's Assembly Hall buzzing. I mean, those are arenas that you have to be in when Kansas goes to Indiana, when Alabama is coming to Mackey Arena. Like, I would 100% rather see a game in those arenas than Madison Square Garden, right? Purdue's commitment to playing tough road games and hosting elite opponents at home keeps the culture alive both on the team and in the fan base, and I'm here for it. This approach isn't just about vibes, though. It is also strategic as well. Purdue's schedule has consistently been one of the toughest in the nation. Check this out. In 2023 and 2024, their strength schedule ranked second nationally. KenPom rating was 14.65. The year before that, it was 32nd, so it wasn't anything spectacular. Year before that was 33rd. Again, nothing spectacular, but they are still up there. Year before that, go back to 2018, 2019, and they were 4th, right? This isn't a one-off. It's a philosophy. Some years hit, some years don't with how good teams are, but they're trying to face good opponents. By facing ranked opponents like Gonzaga, Tennessee, or Arizona in recent years, teams they've beaten, by the way, Purdue's preparing for the Big Ten meat grinder in the NCAA tournament. And those mid-major games, they're not just wins. They're resume builders that help win the selection committee's picking teams. Speaking of the NCAA tournament committee, can we talk about how they are rewarding Purdue as they should, right? Too often we see programs skate by with weak schedules, rack up 25 wins, and then complain when they're on the bubble or they have a bad, I guess you're not on the bubble with 25 wins, but still, like, they complain because they don't have as big of a seed as they want. Meanwhile, Purdue's out here playing a top 10 schedule year after year. There were those 2 years they didn't, but if those teams hit, they would have been top 10 schedules, again, racking up quality wins and proving they belong among the elite. Painter himself said it. He said, quote, "When you sit there and say, how have you been a top 5 seed for 8 straight years? I think it's part of it is that," end quote. And he is exactly right. This isn't just scheduling tough. You got to go out and beat those teams as well. I'm also hyped about this because it means for Purdue fans, if you're a Boilermaker faithful, right, you're getting treated to some incredible basketball. Mackey Arena will be on fire once again next year, and they will face Iowa State and Marquette, and you'll have a chance to go to the Bahamas for the Baja Mar. Purdue's not done filling out their schedule either, but with more games still to be announced, I'm confident they'll keep up the heat, maybe even another mid-major with a bite or a sneaky tough guarantee game as well. Whatever it is, Painter's got a plan. So why does all this matter? Why does all this even deserve a video to be talked about? Every article I read was like 2 paragraphs long about this, right? Because Purdue's scheduling makes them battle tested, like I said at the beginning of the video. They're not just a talented team with guys like Braden Smith, Trey Coffin-Wren, Fletcher Loyer, and the dudes they added in the offseason like Mayer and Clef. They're a program that's ready for anything. Road games, neutral site games, or the pressure of March Madness. Matt Painter's built a culture that doesn't shy away from challenges. So what is your take on all this, on the Purdue Baja Mar news, right? Do you agree with this, and why is scheduling helping them build do you agree that scheduling is helping them build a championship contender? What do you think? Would love to know your thoughts. Drop them in the comments. Hit that like button if you're feeling the Boilermaker love. Even if you're not feeling the Boilermaker love, you're feeling the Big Ten Huddle love, right? Subscribe if you haven't already. We got more Big Ten Hoops content coming your way, so stay locked in. Until next time, have a good one.